welcome to Natural Wonders. My name is Michael Munson. I've got a really nice demonstration to do for you all today. We're working on a black canvas to start with, so come along and let's get this one started. Hey everyone, so what I've done is I've measured up there about 2.5 inches up to the first line, and then I've drawn a line the whole way along with pencil. You guys can't see it because it's quite faint with the pencil, and then I've allowed a centimetre underneath that and marked that all the way along, and then beneath that I've marked 1.5 centimetres and then gone along again. So we've basically got 3 pencil lines all the way along. Now obviously we're going to do it that way as well, exactly the same. The measurements are very important when you're doing this. So to start off, I've just got some masking tape, and on the very corner where it meets, like so, where the corner meets the pencil marks, you actually just put some masking tape from that corner to the corner of the canvas, just there. You see that? Just to the corner of the canvas. And when you do this, make sure that it's sealed really well so no paint can get underneath that. And then come to this other side, and I do the exact same thing. Start on the corner where the pencil mark is, go to the edge and just touch that there. Make sure it's sealed. Brilliant. And then we're going to get this big piece, and I'm just going to go along the bottom line, the very bottom line that you've made. I'm just going to touch that and then stick it at that interval. Something about like that. Again, it's very important to make sure no paint can get underneath there. So I want to stick that really good and proper. Okay, so just there. Now the paints I'm using are Kryler Artist Acrylics, and they're really good. They're a heavy bodied paint, and this is a pewter, straight pewter colour. So what I've got as well, I'm using a medium, a glaze medium. It's a gloss glaze medium for acrylics. I'm using that in with it as well. So because these acrylics, they will dry fast. Just going to put some of that glaze medium, which looks white, it's opaque, but it actually dries transparent. Just a glaze medium, mix it with the paint, and then we're going to get the pewter, just some pewter colour, put some pewter colour at the side of that. Again, make sure you close your lids on your acrylic as you go, or your paint will start drying up in the tube, and that's the last thing that you want. Get a little 1-inch brush, make sure all hairs and dust, there's no dust on it, no hairs, and then just going to mix some of that with the acrylic pewter colour, and it'll actually thin it down slightly as well. There. Well, a bottle of water just ready there, and then just on this edge I just want to paint some of that in. You'll notice it'll come out quite streaky looking. It's a really nice effect just in there. I want to use this quite transparently, you see, for this effect. We're always going to have a clean brush at hand as well, so now I get a clean brush and I'm just going to go over that and just blend it to dark, from pewter colour to the dark colour basically. There. And then back to the brush with the pewter on, and you can just put a bit more just in there. Got to work fast with acrylics, really fast, because it will dry on you. Guarantee that it will happen, they will dry on you. Just blend that out a bit. There. That's it. Nice. some lovely streaky effects going on with that pewter in there. Keep that to one side, like I said, that blender brush, and then you can actually always come back and just put a bit more in where you want it to be. It's important though to blend this out. There, that's it. Them streaks, leave them in. I actually try to get that effect. It's a really nice effect, and it's a little bit streaky. There, cool. You can keep just going backwards and forwards with these. See that? And it's going to get more and more pewter on that edge every time you do this, because I thinned it down with the glaze medium, and then once you've done that you can come back and you can literally just make it stand right out, and as that's running that paint you can just blend it. So a few little areas in there get a bit, all you do is apply a bit more pressure if you want some of that, a tiny bit of that colour to come out. There, lovely, nice effect. Something about like that. Right, so I'm going to do the exact same now on the top. I'm going to work fast because my brush is going to dry with that paint on it. I'm going to pull this, put it down there. Right, corner to corner again, same as I did before. These corners are mega important to make it look like a proper frame. There we go. Fold that around the edge. And then get a piece of masking tape. Not so much. I want to do the same at this side. Start on the corner and use them pencil markers. Seal it, wrap it round. Perfection. And with this, begin again. Just put it on the top mark this time, not the bottom one like before. This is different because it's back to front. There. Right, stick that down well. Make sure there's no little gaps for the paint to get through. And we're back again to us. Brush with a pewter colour on it. Just going to go into some more of that glaze medium. Remember, the glaze medium thins the colour down a bit, and that means you won't go in there and just get a dead set line straight away. You could use water if you've got none of the gel medium. There, see that just in there. A lot of fun to do. Put some of that on. Bring it into the edges. Don't let it dry before you go back into it. Get it to a certain stage. Go back with your 1-inch brush, the relatively clean one, and just go into the darker area. Back to that again. Much better in there, that's it. Lovely. And then just like I say, in them darker areas I want less. Just a small amount, so you can actually go into that and just apply a little bit of the pewter, just a little bit. And in that darker area, I want it to be more or less black on the opposite side of this frame. So it's going to go from black to pewter gradually. See how it's a gradual thing that I'm trying to achieve. A graduation. That's it. And again, I want it to be really nice and pewter colour just up in there. You can come back again with that colour. nice as well to just go along the edge there where the tape is, just a little bit. See in there, do it from outside to inside. See that? Just gently feather it. Just on that corner. That's it. Same down in here. I didn't do that down in here, so just want to feather that in. It'll create a joint for the frame or what. Just feather it in. Just a little bit. Lovely. Right. Take that off. You waste a lot of tape doing this, but it's very much worth it. And then you'll see a shape of bearing of a frame, sort of. Now at this stage you will get the odd hair. I've just noticed one there. Typical, I notice it after I take off the tape. No worries, managed to get it. But for any hairs I wasn't diligent enough. Always masking tape. And it will basically be like that, and we need to just let that dry. Right, so we've got the exact same thing that I've done here. We've got a marking pencil which is at the 2.5 inch mark, and then a centimetre in I've done another line, and then there's another line in from that that's 1.5 centimetres. Now obviously we've done this and it allows you to basically, you don't even have to measure that if you do it right, and you can just simply, first of all, I won't use that. I'll just grab a couple pieces for the corners. So again, we've got these corners. You've got to make sure that it's touch dry, and then you actually go along them corners, but right into that edge this time. So along the same line that you've just put on there, basically, just the opposite way. Just want to put that in there. And that'll go up there, like so. Excellent. Just in gentle when you're pulling tape off, because you might pull the paint off. Just make sure it's well dried. So with that, I'm just going to actually pull down tight, and that'll give me the distance I'm after. There. Perfect. Right, make sure again that there's no way the paint can leak over, or under should I say. You don't want that paint to leak under there. Okay, I've done it on the wrong side of the line. Should have done it on that side. Right, here we go. Let's do it. Just getting carried away. So that's going to go on that side. Right about there. So no paint can get under it, like I said. There we go. So we can do the same thing. Acrylics. That's important to make it thin. There. Put some of that on the inside of there. It'll be fast with this. You want it to. You don't want it to dry on you. Just gently blend that colour out. Get a clean brush. And with that, you just go into them darker areas. Just in there. So, again, straight back into my pure colour. This is the colour that is pure. There's no glaze medium mix of this part now, because I want it to be a lot brighter and a lot more effective. There, see that? And then once you've done that, then you can go back into it and create some nice effects. Again, back to blending from that pure colour to black to dark. Just say from light to dark, that'll do. Again, just want to make sure that just on that edge it's quite solid. Is the colour, not as transparent. Don't leave no dead set marks like doof, and then pull down. Always feather it like a feathered edge. Right, and then I'm going to go straight back to my masking tape. Do the same thing on this side. Some small pieces needed. So I'm just going to put that tape on there. Some up there as well. Cool. As long as it comes past this last pencil mark, the last inner pencil mark is worked. Cool. So I'm going to grab this, and then let's see where the pencil mark starts. Same on this side. That's the one. Just double check that. Yeah. Right, back to his paint again. Still quite a bit of paint on there, so I should get some more of that medium with it. In fact, I might need to get a bit more of that glaze medium. Just to make it slick and slide a bit better. That's better. And make it a bit more transparent, you see, so it stands out. So just allow it to have that feathered edge. If you use straight dry acrylics without none of this, it won't work. If you use a bit of water, like I say, you can use a tiny bit of water with it. That's not a problem. Water will thin it down for you to make it slightly transparent. And then this edge part wants to be much more opaque, so I'm just using it raw. Just in there I'm using it raw. But I'm being careful not to kill it. There, nice one. You'll notice when I pull these off, they'll look like there's a join for the frame. Already, just from doing this little bit, it'll look like that. Cool. Again, a bit more of the raw colour, just so it's opaque and it has that lovely pewter colour on the edge. Blend it out. Not too bright there. Something nearly there. I'll have to go dry my brushes off very soon. Cool. A lot of fun to do with these. They really are. Excellent. Alright, I think we're going to leave it at that for that one. Now, just want to see, straight away we've got joints. We've got a corner for our frame. Okay, I hope they stand out enough for you guys to be able to see them. I just have to keep my fingers crossed. Right, so what we do now is we get some masking tape, and remember there were the 3 lines that we'd done, the bottom one we used? Well, we're going to go to the top line basically. Now the one that's at 2.5 inch, And I'm just going to put some tape along that edge, following the pencil line all the way. It's important that you get this as accurate as possible. So, as you can see, I've already done it at the top. I just wanted to do the same thing at the bottom. If you get any creases, crinkles, pull it out, but you can get rid of them little bubbles that you can get now and again. Again, right on the edge. Now, get another piece. And this is the middle line now. So we had 3 lines, the top 2 lines are what I'm using at the moment. Important, like I say, take your time with this, get it right. You get it right the first time, you don't have to start repainting things and stuff like that. So, then what we do, get a couple of small pieces, and remember the joint, you can actually see it through the tape. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that tape there like so, at an angle, same angle as the joint for the frame. There, that's cool. Don't confuse yourself with this, keep it logical in your mind. And then again, follow the joint on the outside, and then that'll be somewhere near. Yeah. There. They should somewhere near match up to the corner that you've got on there. If you get the right angle, it'll be perfect. There we go. Right, so I've done that one. And I've done the top one, that's all sorted. Make sure I'm going to creep underneath it. Right, like I said, this time I'm going to be using the silver acrylics. This one is actually the same Kryler make, but this is silver, straight silver. Now, for this I'm going to actually use it neat. You don't need no gel medium with this. None at all. Just use it neat. And I'm just going to use a 1-inch brush again for that. Load both sides, and then just in there get a good amount of paint. Paint away from the corners, from the edges, away from that. Because I go over this twice, I let it dry and then go over it again, because I want it to be very opaque and I want it to really stand out. I don't want it to be diluted like it is just at the moment. So I'll just leave that there, let that dry. And same over in here, top where I've done that. You can go right over the tape, it's ideal if you do, just right over it, from the outside to the in, because otherwise it will go underneath that masking tape. I know that through experience. Again. Right, so now it's a matter of just drying that off. These do dry very fast, these acrylics are good in that respect. So get some more silver. Again, both sides of the brush. Slide down here because I did this first, so this is more than likely going to dry faster. There we go. Nice and opaque there now. It's amazing that, a couple of minutes just letting it dry. using hairdryer just speeds it up a teeny bit for you. There. Because we're using this neat, it will go on up here. Anywhere where you can see the black through, just go over it. Excellent. Same on this top area. Go straight over that. Don't want to see lines, you don't need it really thick. Just enough. If you dry it in between, you really don't need to have it thick. Again, in from the corner. Now before that dries completely, just want to pull the corner tape off first on a mole, just the corner tape. And then we can pull this off. Being careful not to do it too fast because you don't want to pull the paint off that you've just put on there. There we go. Now you're starting to get an idea on what we're doing. Perfect. Right, so we're just going to let that dry now. I've done the same on the sides as I did at the bottom and the top with the tape, exactly the same way, and then just paint away from that. Put some colour down in there. Right over the masking tape. Remember, this side you want to go from there up. You don't want to get it on your rest of your canvas there. Same on this side. Bit more. Good. Again, pull upwards from the bottom, down at the top because it will go underneath that tape. Listen to me on that because it will happen and it's a pain. Give it a good dry and then we're back on both sides. Come straight over that. Pretend that tape isn't even there. There we go. Load more fresh paint and the same at this side. Cool. I'm happy with that. Again, I'm going to start off by taking the middle parts first. Just hope I got all the angles correct. I'm pretty sure I did. There we go. And then just pull that down.